Previous class, we discussed about the time period of a charged particle in the presence of a perpendicular magnetic field. Now let's see here what is the magnetic force acting on a current carrying wire. You know that the external magnetic field exerts the magnetic force on a moving charged particle. Current carrying wire also can have moving charge, so it also experiences the magnetic force by the external magnetic field. Now let's see here what is the expression for the magnetic force acting on a charged particle. So let's take, so this is here there is a uniform magnetic field and this is a current carrying wire. Here uniform magnetic field is into the plane and this is the current carrying wire. Here the current I is equals to 0. That means through this wire no current is flowing, so it is straight in the magnetic field. But see here, whereas in this case, here also there is a uniform magnetic field which direction is into the plane, and whereas I current is flowing. So here the wire is instead of a straight, so here the wire is bent in the uniform magnetic field. In the exterior of the magnetic field, the wire is as usual straight, but it is bent in the external magnetic field only. That means this bending of the wire is due to the magnetic force of external magnetic field. Now let's see here what is the expression for the magnetic force acting on a current carrying wire and what is its direction. Experimentally calculated the magnetic force on a current carrying wire present in a perpendicular magnetic field. F is equals to B. B is a magnetic field, I is a current carrying wire, I is the flow of current in a current carrying wire, L is length of the wire present in the uniform magnetic field. Now let's see here how we derive this F is equals to B from F is equals to BQB. Let's take the magnetic force acting on a single charged particle is BQB. Let's take F naught is equals to BQB. Okay. Let's assume there is a capital Q charge is flowing through a wire of length L in time t. Then the magnetic force, the total, this is the magnetic force acting on a single charged particle flowing through a wire. The total magnetic force acting on a total charge Q is F is equals to BQB. Suppose in a t time, okay, in t time, if a q charge moves or else flows through a distance L with a velocity v, then t is equals to L by v. And from this v is equals to L by t. Okay? In a t time, if a capital Q charge flows L distance in a magnetic field B with a velocity v, then we can written as t is equals to L by v. Then v is equals to L by t. Now substitute here, F is equals to B, Q, and this is L by T. Now F is equals to B, L, this can be written as a Q by T. Q by T means the total charge of flowing in total time of T. It is called as a current. So F is equals to BLI or else BIL. Magnetic force F is equals to BIL. Okay. So when this magnetic force acting on a current carrying Y is equals to F is equals to BIL, when the current carrying Y is in the perpendicular magnetic field. In the perpendicular magnetic field. See here, the current is flowing through the wire in the upward direction, whereas the magnetic field is perpendicular to the plane and into the plane. Okay, so in this case, the magnetic force acting on a charged on a current carrying wire is F is equals to BIL. Here L is length of the wire which was present in the magnetic field only, not the entire length of the wire. Okay, external magnetic field can exert the magnetic force on a current carrying wire of length which was present in the magnetic field only. Okay, if this is the expression for the magnetic force acting on a current carrying wire present in the perpendicular magnetic field, then what is the magnetic force acting on a current carrying wire if there is any angle theta between the current carrying wire and the magnetic field? See here, and that is F is equals to Bill sin theta. Understand? This is the expression for the magnetic force acting on a current carrying a wire. Okay, if the current carrying wire makes an angle theta with the magnetic field. Here B is a magnetic field, I is a flow of current, L is the length of the wire present in the magnetic field, theta is angle between magnetic field and the length of the wire in the direction of a current. See here, theta is angle between length of the wire in the direction of current, and the magnetic field, F is equals to Bill sin theta. Okay, suppose see here, If there is no flow of current, magnetic force is a 0. Okay. Suppose if theta is equals to 0, that means both magnetic field and the current carrying wire are in a parallel. Okay. If both are parallel, both magnetic field and the current carrying wire are parallel, then the angle between them, theta is equals to 0 degrees, the magnetic force F is equals to 0. That means the magnetic force is a minimum when the current carrying wire is parallel to the magnetic field, and the magnetic force is a maximum when the current carrying wire is in the perpendicular magnetic field. Okay, if theta is equals to 90 degrees, the magnetic force is a maximum, that is equals to B. So why force is a maximum at theta is equals to 90 means, for theta is equals to 90 degree, sine theta value is a maximum, that is equals to 1. That's why the magnetic force is a maximum when theta is equals to 90 degree. If theta is other than 90 and 0, then the magnetic force acting on a current carrying wire lies between these two values of forces. Okay, right. So this is the direction of a magnetic force. What is the direction of a magnetic force? What is the direction of magnetic force? These are the expressions for the magnetic force. Then what is the direction of a magnetic force? So here also we can know the direction by the Fleming's left hand rule, Fleming's right hand rule, or else right hand thumb rule. Okay. So in the right hand thumb rule, you take fingers in the correct direction and then turn the fingers in the direction of magnetic field, then thumb represents the direction of magnetic force. That means on this wire here, the magnetic force is acting towards the left. That's why here the wire bent towards the left. So with the help of Fleming's left hand rule, we can explain the direction of magnetic force acting on a charged particle. In the Fleming's left hand rule, we should take forefinger in the direction of magnetic field, middle finger in the direction of a current, thumb represents the direction of a magnetic force. Now see here, forefinger in the direction of magnetic field, middle finger in the direction of a current, thumb representing the direction of a magnetic force. In the same way, we can explain this with the help of a Fleming's right hand rule also. Okay, so take the three fingers of your right hand in this way. Here in this case, forefinger represents the direction of a current. That means the direction of positive charge lies in the direction of current. Middle finger represents in the direction of a magnetic field. Thumb represents the direction of a magnetic force. Now take forefinger in the direction of a current, because this is the right hand. Middle finger in the direction of a magnetic field. Then thumb represents the direction of a magnetic force. Okay. So this is the magnetic force acting on a current carrying wire. So here, these formulae are very important for a bit type of questions. Okay, sometimes they will give what is the maximum magnetic force acting on a charged particle. They give BQV by 2, 0, none. Tell me which one is answer? Yes, BQV. The maximum magnetic force acting on a charged particle is BQV. The minimum magnetic force acting on a charged particle is 0. In the same way, The maximum magnetic force acting on a current carrying wire is a BIL. Okay. So remember, don't forget this formula are very important. In bit type of questions they will ask. Okay. So what is the expression for the maximum magnetic force acting on a current carrying wire? What is the expression for the maximum magnetic force acting on a charged particle, moving charged particle? And what is the expression for the magnetic force, minimum magnetic force acting on a charged particle, minimum magnetic force acting on a current carrying wire? Or sometimes they will ask what is the general expression for the magnetic force acting on a charged particle, acting on a current carrying wire. Okay, so this is the magnetic force acting on a current carrying wire. Okay, thank you.